and I have to sack here. That's kind of desperation mode. Back for another Tarkir Dragonstorm draft, and this pack has the option of Sipsic Appraiser, which is apparently the best blue common, and it is very good. There's Teamer Battlecrier, which is a cool card, but I've found it to die to all of the removal, and if I try and build around it, I just end up with a clunky deck, to be honest. So I like this card. It just promises a lot and is not always able to deliver on it. If you get like 2, then it gets to be a lot more consistent, and that's kind of nice. But I think I'm going to just take the Sipsic Appraiser and kind of hoping to wield the Reverberating Summons. I've liked this card quite a bit. Or maybe I just take this. Yeah, let's just take this. Whatever, we're trying to have fun here, right? And then, wait, what? Voice of Victory. Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. Mobilize. So that looks like the person passing to us does not want any part of white. This card seems crazy good there. Let's take that. Could go well with this, but let's just follow where the packs lead us. This can get back our Voice of Victory. I think I could have had my 3rd Caustic Exile. I think there was one in the 2nd pack as well, or in the 1st pack as well, but we're not doing that. The other option is, this card is pretty good. The other option is the Jeskai Devotee, to make it more likely that I get to play this as well, and we're moving into a Flurry deck. This tends to wheel and is a little bit clunky. This also tends to wheel. Let's just take the uncommon. Ooh, another one of these. Okay, now I really want to make this deck work. This has been a card that I've played in a couple of my decks so far, but I really want to try and see how far I can push it. So I'm kind of sad that I didn't take the Devotee, but... And there is another Devotee, as well as a Mardu Devotee, which could also be interesting. I'm going to take the Jeskai Devotee because I want to be in red for sure, and then maybe end up in white. And I think this Reverberating Summons is maybe better in blue-red, although I guess the discard mode doesn't come up as often there. All right, now there's another Mardu Devotee, which I will take. This is nice because it sets up your draws. It's a 1-drop to make turned on more reliably. Lightfoot Technique, maybe, but I've been okay with the Leopard in some of these decks, so let's take the Leopard. Then this guy I like, but only if I'm Jeskai. I think I'll take the Bearer of Glory. It's a 2-drop, which is something we want, and the pump is nice. The first strike is nice too. All right, this is the first wheel. Let's take the Duelist. Mardu Devotee wheeled. We're set up to be some sort of Boros aggro deck, but not your typical one, I don't think. Okay, I'll take the Fire Rim form. I've liked this card quite a bit. It's a little bit awkward with the summons because you don't really want to play this pre-combat, but still. And then these cards don't matter. Yeah, don't care about either, and don't care about this. Oh man, we open Ugin. And this is so not an Ugin deck. Could it be an Ugin deck? I don't know. What else are we taking here? I guess we're taking Stormplane Detainment. This is when I open Ugin. I don't think I'll take it. I mean, our deck is totally not set up to be doing Ugin type of things. So we're making somebody else pretty happy with that. I'll just take this removal spell. Decent too, but this is just more reliable for 1 more mana, which I think is going to win out. Feels sad to pass that Ugin, but this is just not the deck for it. Okay, Molten Exile is nice. Passing Winter Night Stories. So hopefully the person next to us is in blue and they'll be happy. They will pass us all the good red and white cards in the next packs. Well, we're passing more good blue, but we're also taking a Molten Exile, so I can't be too sad. Now I am kind of sad. I could take this Leopard, but I don't really want it. I will take this guy. It has Flurry. Ooh. This I'm really happy with. Rally the Monastery is just a premium card. There's another Devotee. There's the Channel Dragonfire, which is not a great card, but in this type of deck, I like my 1-drops. Shark Brigade is cool, but Rally the Monastery is pretty nice. Some spells. I have 4 enchantments, 2 sorceries. Yeah, so the Prowess tokens are quite good. Usually you make tokens with it, but the flexibility is nice. The Maneuver is a removal spell, but I think I'll take my land here. Having one of these is nice, so you get to run 9/9 at least. Our curve is pretty low, so I might go for 16 lands. Ooh, Wild Ride. I have loved this in Cruel, but I think I'll love it here as well. Nothing really exciting. I'll take this, although I hope not to play it. This could be decent having a bunch of creatures, but I will take this. I don't have many 4-drops. I had a reasonable 4-drop in that it is a big body. It makes something unable to block for a turn, so it's kind of like a removal spell. I'll take my white card, even though I don't really want to play it. But the Intimidator can do some work. Draws me a card, bumps my creature, is good for Flurry. None of these cards matter to me. And now let's hope passing Ugin paid off and that person is not interested in any good red or white cards and they passed them all to us. Wow. Well, we opened a nice one here. Quarry Steelcutter is exactly what this deck wants. It's another Flurry card. It just makes a bunch of tokens. We have a very low curve, so we're set up to use it well, I think. The only thing we don't have is a ton of card draw because we are in red-white, but I think we can make it work. Well, we can take a 0-drop in Mox, but I don't think we will be doing that. We will be taking a Shock Brigade. I thought about taking the Tempest Hawk out of one of the packs, but there was the Wild Ride in that pack, so I don't think we will do that here. I think we'll just take the Pack Beast. Tempest Hawk is a way to keep the cards flowing, but I'm not going to dip into that starting pack 3. Zergo, I don't really like. A splash card, I don't have a ton of mobilize, and usually it just dies and it doesn't really do anything that way. Dragonologist, we are passing all of the good blue cards. I can take this. I think I will. It's a pretty good 4-drop. It's a flyer that just grows quite large and can hit hard out of nowhere. I'd love to see another Wild Ride this draft. Well, there we go. I don't mind this creature, but this is kind of nice. Yeah. The nice thing is that this also lets us flashback, and that's an easier way to kind of get like two triggers for Flurry out of one card. I'm gonna cut the dragon. I hope not to play that. Duty Beyond Death, pretty strong card, but I don't know if we can really use it all that effectively. We can make some tokens. I think I'm just gonna take a Devotee. I like my 1-drops. Channel Dragonfire, which is kind of weak. This guy or this. I don't think I need this. Maybe I do take the Channel Dragonfire for a little bit of reach and a cheap spell to Flurry. Do I need a 4th? I don't think so. I also don't think the Duty Beyond Death is that good, but I really don't need a 4th Marty Devotee. That's a bit too low impact. I'll take another Devoted Duelist. I'll take Mox Jesper just for some gems. There was a Caustic Exhale still in that pack. Oh my, what is happening? Take this guy. I don't really want to play it. Caustic Exhale, like 10th pick. I think none of the lost cards are going to matter, but that's okay. We have some cutting to do anyways. All right, with our deck and the way it's set up, I think we definitely don't need 17 lands. We have a bunch of Devotees to find our lands and fix our mana. I'm 100% certain I want 16 lands. Then I have 4 cards to cut. I think the Leopard, because I found that this just dies when it attacks a little bit too often, and that's not what this deck wants to have happen. Then I have quite a few 4-drops, so probably the Summit Intimidator can go. Summit Intimidator goes. Then Rebellious Strike or Fire Rim Form. I think I'd rather have Rebellious Strike in this deck, just because it's something that I won't be embarrassed to play before combat to turn this on. And Duty Beyond Death. 3 mobilized cards, 14 creatures. Decent with the Monastery, Riley Monastery. The Leopard somehow came back. I don't know what happened there. Maybe the Bearer of Glory actually can go. I have a ton of 2-drops. Yeah, I think so. And then we keep the Duty Beyond Death. But I might make some changes while playing with this deck, because I'm not convinced I've found the optimal setup for it. Let's try this out. We go first. We have a decent hand. We can go turn 2 Shock Brigade into turn 3 Reverberating Summons Channel Dragonfire. Well, we do need to find a second red source, but it's not a hand you mulligan. Start off with a Mountain and pass. Tap land from our opponent and Shock Brigade. So far, just a regular Boros deck. Not that atypical, but we're more leaning on the Flurry end. Okay, that's annoying. Had I played the Devotee, I could have played the Summons this turn. Let's just play the Devotee now and then attack with this. We can kill their Teamer Devotee by channeling Dragonfire yet. I think I will. Maybe it hurts their mana. At least it makes it a little more likely that our creatures can attack. And our Shock Brigade can continue to attack as well. Although we also have the Stormplane Entertainment to play. Okay, Roiling Dragonstorm. So they're a slower Dragonstorm deck, and they might have been banking on this blocking the ground. If we draw something to pair with this, we have quite a bit of damage next turn. We'll have 3 from this, because that would have been a second spell. No second spell. In that case, I think I'd rather just keep the card in hand. Because if I draw another land next turn, yeah, I'm not sure. I think I keep the card in hand. I kind of want them to play something that I can detainment this turn. Okay, and we would have drawn a land, so I'm very happy that I chose to be patient. We exile your devotee, and then we get to attack for 8. And then we have a refill with this also, potentially. Okay, they have 5 mana. There's a dragon. They get to pick that up. Imagine they will not be attacking. Ooh, the Steel Cutter. Can we go this into Dragonfire? No. But we can just play this, crack this, draw a creature, which is nice. Attach that, yes. I think we attack with everything. They can they can scoop, is what they can do. All right, that went pretty well, pretty convincing. I liked it. This is kind of where I want to be. I want to be able to punish these dragon decks that just are a bit slow to set up. And that's what our deck did. All right, round 2. This hand looks fine, if unexciting. But we have lands and spells and a curve, so let's keep it. Our opponent mulliganed and played a mountain. Let's go plains. This card is fine. Okay, just playing a mirror match. Let's go. I could kill this, but I'd rather wait. Maybe if they play something like kind of scary, we can kill it and then set up a turn where maybe we play this into a wild ride. Opponent didn't do anything. Let's just attack with our 2-1. Frontline rush. That's kind of shitty. All right. You got it. Play this. Next turn we can play this to get back to Devotee. Ooh, they are Mardu. Are we splashing? They are splashing, obviously. Ooh, did they have a dragon? No. I think I just play this, get back my dude, and then just chill. Don't really want to attack into any of this. Oh, wow. They're just 4-color aggro. What is this? Please let me punish this. This nonsense. Okay, sure. It's not too bad. They didn't even attack. That's wild. Should I go Duelist into Devotee and kind of set up for next turn? We do not lead this land, and it could attack with this, but I'd rather just continue to grow this. I think this is the type of game where this could shine. Sipsic Appraiser. Their deck's just all over the place. Putting enough stuff on the board that it's not that easy for me to get through, but it's kind of nonsense. Curious what they're splashing for. 0 to the top, all to the bottom from this Devotee. Nice. Okay. Play this. 2 pings and 3 scries. I think I can do better than a land. I will draw a land eventually, but I'm mostly just looking for spells. How good is this? This seems pretty decent, actually. That might also be decent. And next turn I play this, I wild ride it, and well, yeah, they don't have great blocks for it, so let's just keep these. I think this can definitely attack. They would need to throw away 2 creatures to block that. All right, they take it down to 8. War effort. Okay, yeah, I was thinking if they're not blocking, then they must have some sort of anthem. They're attacking with everything. So 3, 5, 8, 11, 13, 15. So that's exactly enough. So how about I just block this guy and I will probably kill them next turn. Is there anything that punishes me here? I don't think so. I go to 3. Is there a pump spell in blue? No, right? I go to 3. That thing dies. And then I play this wild ride. Bam, bam, bam. Bunch of triggers. And that's game. Bam, bam. And... or do they have like the flash enchantment? Humbling Elder. Make that smaller. They're still dead, right? Yeah, pretty dead. All right, cool. Not sure what was going on there, but I'm very happy we beat that. On to the next one, 2-0. We're going first with this hand, which I think is a mulligan. We have no creature, and that's not something I'm willing to keep. We do have a creature. I think I put back this. These mobilized creatures don't stick around, so let's put back the Duty Beyond Death and play a land. They play a forest. The Voice of Victory. Pretty strong card on turn 2, especially on the play. Traveling botanist. I'm definitely going to kill that. Although, I guess I could also just attack and see what happens. They're pretty likely to block it. This is like a free block. Well, if they do this, I will just bump that. Draw my card. Unfortunate to not draw land there, but happy to kill this guy. Ideally, we draw a mountain and they play something that dies to channel Dragonfire. That does not die to channel Dragonfire. Then, do I want to be mana efficient and just use this? I think so. Oh, actually, no, I don't have double red. If I had double red, I could have played the Shock Brigade, attack, they block one of the mobilized tokens, I channel Dragonfire to finish them off, the Tomb Guard off, but okay, they are Sultai. Sultai Devotee. Okay, that's perfect because I can channel Dragonfire it. Oh, they have to fight spell? No, Caustic Exile. I need red mana. Or a Mardu Devotee would also be great. This is unfortunate. Sultai Monument, alright. Red mana, please. Okay, Champion of Doosan. No, not like this. What do we do here? Do I play this? Channel Dragonfire the Devotee and attack with this. Maybe no, I should have killed this, probably. Couldn't eat my token. No, they're more likely to attack with this, though, to be fair. But they make a bunch of zombies there. Now I draw the red. Play this Molten Exhale, one of the tokens. This is all kind of weak, but I think I'm just looking to push and continue to push damage. And now my plan is to draw a mountain or a land for Runescale Stormbrood into Wild Ride, because that means it attacks for 7, which is not nothing. Channel Dragonfire could finish them off. Well, I mean, they go down to 3, so we need to find something. But between the Shock Brigade attacking next turn and the summons, I imagine will deal some more damage. Alright, do I just play this nakedly into open mana? I think I do, and just hope for the best. Really hoping that lives, but there's a decent chance, I think. I hope. We just gave them a target. I guess I'm happy that I didn't draw the land, because I would have gone for it and it would have gotten blown out. Okay, we are taking the 4. Ooh, well, I think we do this. They have 1 card in hand, and then hope they don't have more interaction. Don't want to draw that, I don't think. This becomes a creature. We attack with everything. Let's see how they block. Probably block with the leopard, blow up the enchantment. If I were to guess. Yeah. That's what's happening. So we only deal 1 damage. But maybe next turn we can get them with the Rally the Monastery. I don't know. We'll see. They're fanning through their graveyard. So do they have the Sultai return something, deal damage spell, which isn't very effective against our current board because it would only deal 2 damage to something. Okay, they're attacking, which worries me a little bit. Okay, this is a good draw, a haster. And then we have this to finish them off. The downside is we do not currently have enough, so we'll need to go for it. Because right now, this would deal 5, 6, 7 damage. Attack. I think we'll go for it. And then I'll pump the Shock Brigade and the token. And then maybe they can kill one of them. Wait, what I could also do is kill their champion. Killing their champion would mean they're currently taking 4, 6, 7. Killing their champion would mean they take 1 more damage from this and 1 more damage from that. If they then have interaction, they would still be able to stop from dying, but we wouldn't die on the swing back. Alternatively, I pump this and this. They're able to kill one of them. This deals 3 effectively. This will deal 4, 7, and this will still deal lethal. But I think trying to kill this is the safest option. Even if they have interaction and they don't die right away, then they probably die next turn. I think this is the safest option. I think the only card that really punishes there is if they have like the rare snake that enters, makes a 3/3 blocker, and surveils or gains them life or something. I don't know. I don't know what they can have, but I think this is the safest bet. Although it's also pretty hard for them to survive. Do I want the land? The channel Dragonfire is 7 to harmonize. The land, no, I think I still don't want the land. I don't know. Pretty difficult. You're currently taking lethal. Okay, they get back Caustic Exile, so they do live. But if that's the best thing they had, I could have gone for it. That said, I'm not very likely to die this turn because they're blue, black, and green. So they don't have like burst damage out of nowhere. And we have this channel Dragonfire to attack them without needing to attack. Unless this guy dies, but then they're spending the turn doing that. So I think we have it, but we'll see. All right, yeah, we have it. They can make blockers, but they'll just die to the Dragonfire. Yep, make a bigger life linker, but it doesn't matter. All right, pretty happy with how I played that game. It wasn't necessary, but I still think it was correct because there was just not much that we could punish. I think we're 3-0 or 4-0 even. I don't know, but it's going well. All right, we're 3-0 and we have a decent hand. We go first. It's not an amazing hand, but it's fine. I'm not sure this is really all that good for us. Maybe it's better to just have more creatures. Let's go with this. Attack and pass. This is unlikely to attack as a 3-power creature anyway next turn, so I might as well do this. Okay, Disruptive Stormbrood, kill my guy. Play this, and then next turn I just play the dragon, I think. All right, another Disruptive Stormbrood. Did it just draw the second one, or are they just shuffling it in and immediately drawing it? Okay, sweet. They missed our land drop. Condolences to our opponent. We get to play this. Hopefully no more removal. If they play another Disruptive Stormbrood, I'm going to lose my shit. Looks like they didn't play this, so we know they can't do anything this combat. And we can safely target this for a bunch of damage. 7 damage in the air. Take it. And if they try and block, we have that covered with removal. They gain a life. Oh, they just do nothing. I like them doing nothing. Can we kill them? Let's see. This attacks. Mobilizes 2. That's 3 damage for 5. We sack 1 token. So let's see. We have 4 damage from this and the remaining token attacking, and then 8 from this. So no, just play that guy. Mobilize, bam, bam, bam. And your turn. Even if they have the dragon board wipe, which is the only board wipe they could have in these colors, I think, this would still survive. Okay, they're killing that. So doesn't survive now. All right, it's good. Well, Wild White would have done the job anyways. Now we are 4-0. Our opponent kind of stumbled, and, well, we do punish that quite well. And we made Mythic. Nice. Well, you dare to witness it. All right, our first match in Mythic this season. We are rank 769. We're playing against rank 381. Let's see if we have the goods to compete in these areas of the ladder. We'll keep this. Forest, and we have a bunch of Mardu devotees looking for lands. Well, we found them, so let's keep this. Embermouth Sentinel. Sure. Let's just play our land, and I will attack. Sure. Let's trade. They put a mountain on top. We play another one of these, and I guess... do I want this? Yeah, because I want to have the option of playing a creature next turn. Sultai Devotee. I think I just play this. They want to block and trade. I'm fine with that. Imagine they will. 4 colors. Temur Monument. I think we just play our Stormbrood. Hope they don't have removal for it. And try and go to town next turn. I actually think my Mardu Devotee has gotten quite valuable now that I've drawn 3 red sources. So I actually do want something for that to make white mana. Oh man, Sarkhan's Resolve. That's pretty good. We don't have much going on here. Looks like neither do they. I don't really dare to use this into open mana, so let's just pass. If they just make a big Temur Monument token, I'd be very happy. No, that guy's sort of annoying. They milled some lands and a Roamer's Routine. Well, let's make 2 Prowess tokens. Huh. This is quite decent. Get back the Devotee, set up a Scry, get a tap. I guess we only get to attack for 3. Yeah, I want Steel Cutter. Don't want this though. I don't think I do. As good as it is to have haste, this already gives haste, and I don't have a follow-up creature, so let's just do that. Attack with these idiots. And between the tap ability of the Bodyguard, oh god, oh that sucks. Then I'd rather kill. I think already is just not a card we can beat with this deck. Pro white. Most of our creatures are white. They're 14. What am I supposed to do here? I guess we play this, take out the Teamer Monuments to get a token. Even my token is white. Maybe I just take out this. No, I'll take out this. I have no idea. Just not a beatable card for us. I really wish I used this. Yup. We are going to be just dead. That's Mythic for you. You get beat by Mythic Dragons. Yeah, I've seen enough. Just drawing that card made me rethink what I wanted to do, and it turned out not to be the right choice. Obviously, I think the way I played it was correct. I didn't expect the Mythic Dragon, and we lost. Okay, this hand's fine, if unexciting. Player tap land. They play something we can kill with this. Ooh, Wild Ride makes me really want to draw a 2-drop next turn, or another 3-drop to maybe haste something out. This is kind of annoying. Well, let's play our Pack Beast. Our opponent seems to be a red-black Mardu gamer. All right. I will block. I'm going to get punished. Caustic Exile. Yeah, it looks like it. I thought about not blocking, and I probably just should have. Play this and hope that it doesn't die. War Effort. I don't mind that all that much. Obviously, we're taking quite a bit of damage, but I think we get to do quite a bit of damage to them next turn also. Land's not that good. Let's just make some tokens. Then haste out this token. We get to attack for 11, down to 10. I'd say that's a pretty good turn. Another Shock Brigade. Yep, they also get to deal quite a bit of damage, but it's a 6. Do they have a follow-up? I think we're just racing, kind of mindlessly racing even. All right. Yeah, a bunch of triggers. Take that guy out. Shoot you for 2. More triggers. Now, what is better? Using the Wild Ride to pump, I think, is more damage. Tap that guy. Pump this guy. And this way, well, they die if they don't have anything. If they do have anything, something, then we are more likely to kill them next turn. Let's see it. Good game. They decide to pump my guy for even more damage. See, Wild Ride is just amazing. It has won us so many games already. I love that card. I think it's my favorite card in the set right now. They go first. We have a pretty nice hand, so let's keep it. Scoured Barons from them. We even drew a 2-drop. Let's see what we can scry. I don't want any of these. I just want lands to play my spells. Although against black-white, there's a chance that indeed this happens and they play a creature. We would have been able to kill with the Channel Dragonfire, but it's fine. We'll just set up a bit of a board, and I think I can attack with both. They can trade and at some point rebuy their card. No, it looks like they must be playing Abzan then. If they value, yeah, exactly. I was going to say, if they value that devotee that much, they must be playing Abzan. Let's just continue playing our cards. I will attack with this, because otherwise this is going to keep being an annoying blocker. I did miss a land drop, though. All right. Let's just attack with both. Okay. Then play this, and I think I will just return the bigger creature, although I do value the scry quite a bit. Okay, they found the forest, so they're still in it. We get to burst quite a bit of damage next turn, especially if they just play a creature. Okay, they don't play anything, which is a little bit suspect and makes me not want to use this, although I do miss out on quite a bit of damage that way. But very obviously they have interaction here. Yeah, Dragon Spray. Okay. We'll play our tap land. I wouldn't mind drawing one of the 2 enchantments we have that become a 3/3 and that we can sack to discard our hand and draw 2. If we draw that like next turn, we could just pump one of these guys. It would become a creature, and then after combat we could sack it. Death Toucher. Ah, man, that is annoying. That sucks. That really does suck, and makes me think maybe I should have taken the devotee just because the scry is so relevant. The extra power is definitely not all that relevant here. All right, what I think I do here is pump this, and then I think pump this again. That might be wrong, to be honest, because I'm giving up quite a bit of damage. Jeez, another land. Yeah, they're gonna attack, or they're gonna block the 8-power creature, obviously. But I kind of valued having something with higher toughness on the board. Our opponent is also 4 colors. Oh, come on. Come on. Really? I've drawn 4 lands in a row now. That's insane. Ah, man, that sucks. That's so many lands. Yeah, random dragon. They get to draw a card now. Come on, I need a removal spell. What is this? I didn't need much. I didn't need much. I think I don't need much to be in this game. Following up what I just did. But that's like 5 or 6 lands in a row. Oh, come on. Sure. Have that too. Yeah, this can attack with vigilance. Oh, they're not even attacking. Why not? It has vigilance. That's good, but I don't think it's good enough anymore. I might as well wait on this. But I need to like draw the exile removal spell to be able to kill their flyer. Their 6/8. That's drawing them cards. And then Dragonstorm Globe. Do you have another dragon? Please no. No, get that back. Play that again. Well, we need to draw something pretty good here. I mean, it's not nothing, but it's not much either. I don't think this does it. Pass the turn? I just did. Yeah, I am. Well, I mean, if we just drawn some non-lands, we would have been in this game. I think not getting back to Devotee really hurt us, but we're down to minus 21, so we definitely lost this one. Somewhat convincingly. Okay, 5-2, fighting for our lives here. Our opponent's going first. I think I'll keep this hand. We don't have early creatures, but we do have early removal, so if we have to catch up, this hand is quite good. If we're against a slow deck, Island does signify that. We might be in trouble, but we will see. Mountain, Jeskai Devotee. Huh. Would have been sweet had we found a creature. I'm just going to play this, hoping to next turn draw a 1-drop. So basically the Mardu Devotee, or maybe the Channel Dragonfire. Oh, they're reading this. They are Teamer Monuments. Okay. Oh, that's actually a good draw. We can go Jeskai Devotee, Wild Ride to pump it. It can attack into their guy. This becomes a 3-power creature too, and we attack for 9. Are they going to block? Sweet. I'll take it. What do they have that they're so keen to prevent some damage? Sagu Pummeler. Oh, we can kill the Pummeler. Ooh, and we drew a 1-drop? Oh, that's like chef's kiss. I don't need this. I do want the other land. But yeah, that's painful. Attacking for another 6. Foiling Dragonstorm. Okay. Looks like we will be attacking for more damage. Sultai Devotee. All right. We draw a land. I think what we do here is pump this to draw a card. Okay, found the land. That's not all that exciting. Do I use... If I use this to pump that, I get to attack with this? No, I think I just attack with both. They block this, and that's kind of fine too. Oh no, they're blocking there. I would expect you to prevent the most damage. I guess they think this is less relevant. And the shitty thing for me is I'd rather get back this guy than this. Yeah, they make their elephant. Really don't like that card in our deck. Yeah, let's just play this. Would have been way better to get that this guy, but oh well. Next turn we have a pretty good turn because we can double spell to turn this on and get a tap. So we will go Jeskai Devotee into Stormplane Attainment. No! Jeez! And the land. Pretty busto. That's not bad either. But if we draw a land, it would have been better. Yeah, let's play this. Take out your elephant. Oh wait, actually, no, we don't attack for 9 because this doesn't have haste. So we attack for 6. This card dodging their board wipe is kind of nice. Roiling Dragonstorm, sure. I mean, they're going to make another dragon. I imagine they have a land here. Just hope they don't have like Evolving Wilds. They're discarding a land, so they definitely have a land. I guess I tapped the wrong creature because now they have a 5/5 instead of just a 4/4, but that's fine. Oh, they found the Evolving Wilds? Jeez. Oh man, that's made the game quite a bit harder. Don't also kill my tapper. The Bullborn Dragon. What do I do now? Man, that sucks. That is really quite rough. I really don't know. That Evolving Wilds, man. If we'd drawn a creature, we would have been good. This card is not good. and it should not be in my deck, and it's costing me here. I think I just pump this, and I have to sack here. That's kind of desperation mode. Ha! We got there! Can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Wow. Well, it's nice to get lucky sometime. Woo. Okay, I'm going to take that one card out of the deck because it just sucks. Back for our final match. We're 6-2, so whether we lose or win, this is the last match. This hand seems fine. Doesn't need to draw land, but we're on the draw. We have some early interaction, and we have the Steel Cutter, which is the main reason I'm keeping in this hand. But we'll see how it goes. I did cut the Duty Beyond Death because it was terrible. And I put in the dragon that makes a 2-2. Not a great card, but it gives us a little bit of late game, I guess. Our opponent started on a Mystic Monastery into a forest and is discarding some cards. So it looks to be some sort of a dragon deck. Yikes. We need to draw lands. Let's start with this attack. Worst case scenario, we can Rebellious Strike this to draw. Oh man, come on, not like this. It's gonna suck. Rebellious Strike. I guess I get back my card. I get rid of this annoying blocker. Alright, we did draw the land, which is very nice and good for us. And then maybe next turn, if we draw another land, we get to go Quarry Steel Cutter into Reverberating Summons. This guy's annoying. Well, we did draw another land, so Steel Cutter into Summons. And now things are looking kind of fine for us. Let's attack with just this. See if they want to block. No. We are going to be able to trigger this for the foreseeable future. Nothing that dies to Dragonfire. Okay, focus the mind. Sure. They're attacking even. Another land. Now, let's go. I think we go Pack Beast into Wild Ride. Yup. And then attack with everything. Yeah, they decide to trade there. They take a ton of damage, down to 5 already. Jeez. All right. I guess they're kind of sad that they attacked with their Teamer Tawny back, regretting that. That's good. They get the double spell. Yup. I think we might still have it, but we'll see. Imagine they're not attacking with the Tawny back. No. This will kill something. Let's play this. Shoot this. Get a bunch of triggers. Do I want to attach it? Yeah. Do I want the land? The land lets me... Wait, this is 5 to harmonize. So I played a dragon. I have 2 mana left. That's not enough. So let's bottom that. Because I imagine this is dying with the Narset's Rebuke. But this way we get to put them to 2. They keep their Teamer Tawny back around, but they die to the Channel Dragonfire right now. Yep, kill that with the Rebuke. I have 2 cards in hand. They didn't play anything. I think it's just safer to kill this. All right, 7-2. We got the trophy with a very nice deck. Let's have a look at the deck, see what we liked and what we didn't like, but I think there was a lot to like. So here's the deck. We cut the Duty Beyond Death for the Dawnbreaker in the last game. Didn't matter, but I think this card really wants you to go wide, and we didn't really do that much of it. Now, look at the cards that we did play. Devotees were nice because it was just a 1-drop, and in the Flurry decks, you just want to be able to trigger Flurry continuously, and it also helps you filter through lands, because we saw that one game that just drawing a bunch of lands is kind of a death sentence. I didn't mind this. There were definitely some games where it was awkward because it couldn't really kill anything, but there were also some games that was won just by having the reach, by having the 1 mana Flurry spell. Great. Wild Ride, continue to be impressed by this card, especially in a deck like this. There's just a ton of burst damage out of nowhere. It's kind of like a 1 mana Lava Axe, because a lot of the time it gives +3 damage from the card itself, and then the creature that you're hasting out also has power and toughness that otherwise would not be utilized that turn. So it's really like a 1 mana Lava Axe that then comes back from the graveyard. I love this card. It is very, very strong. Rebellious Strike, fine filler, did some work. This was obviously good. Steel Cutter is just an insane card. This was fine, if unexciting. but just another cheap card. This is good just to filter your mana. Exile fine. Reverberating Summons. This was kind of the card that started it all. I think it performed quite well. It hits like a truck for 2 mana. And the card draw mode actually came up, and it won us that game where we top decked to Channel Dragonfire for the win. So all in all, I think this was pretty good. Other cards, Pack Beast with the Wild Ride is a ton of damage out of nowhere. This card can grow quite large, and the scry is quite nice, so I wouldn't have minded another one of these in the deck, I think. Rally the Monastery is just great. This card, the Flurry ability is pretty decent, especially with being able to buy back Martyr Devotees. This is a play you can make on turn 5, and that's the deck. I'm also very happy that I played 16 Lions because very cheap, lots of scry. Overall, a really cool deck. I think it's not your typical Mardu deck. I'm not that into the mobilized Mardu decks, but I do really love the Flurry decks, and this was a good version of that. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I made any misplays. Subscribe, like, do all that stuff. Leave a comment. I just hope you enjoy it, and if you do enjoy it, I would appreciate it if you show that enjoyment in form of appreciation through any of those various channels I just mentioned. Okay, that's a very long outro. I'll see you for the next one.